How long have you lived in Michigan?
I'm actually from Ohio, and I've been here 35 years.
Do you live in the Detroit area?
Dearborn Heights. I lived in Detroit for 10 years, but mostly I'm just on the edge.
How often do you find yourself in Detroit?
Almost every day. And sometimes I go home and come back.
When did you first become interested in photography?
In the 80s, I was a salesman, and I was miserable. I was making really good money, and I hated my life. I just hated being alive, and I bought a camera. There was a place that all the kids called the Tunnels in Northville, abandoned reform school, and there were like 40 buildings, an Olympic-sized swimming pool and a fire station, a theater, and all these barracks. And I used to go in there with a tripod and a camera, and that's where I learned to shoot pictures. And that's where I guess my first love for abandoned buildings came. Now, for my life, I've been a photographer for 25 years. I love photography. I eat and sleep it. If I go on a vacation, I'd rather be home shooting pictures. I mean, I'm not going to go to Florida and take pictures of what, palm trees and old people on the beach. No, I want the city, and I want the life. I think Detroit is the most exciting city in the world to be a photographer in.
What specifically about Detroit draws you to there as an artist?
It's gritty. I mean, most photographers I know clean up their pictures, or they want them clean to begin with. And I like them a little gritty. I think they have more soul if they're imperfect in a way. And Detroit is full of imperfections.
What exactly helps develop your style into what it is today?
I read a book maybe 12 years ago, and I can't remember actually the book, but a guy named Minor White said, it takes 20 years to become a photographer. When you're first a photographer, you need to take a picture of the Rensen, a sailboat, nowadays the Packard, the train station, a barn, a lighthouse, a sailboat if I haven't said that. And then what happens is you run out of the obvious pictures, so the camera goes in your closet and it comes out at Christmas and birthdays, or you dig deep into your soul and find something else to shoot. And that's what happened to me. I actually started walking into abandoned buildings 25 years ago in the city by myself. I'd just come down and walk in with no dog, no nothing.
So overall, what is your take on photographing abandoned buildings and such like around Detroit?
At this time, they're pretty empty shells, and you could almost stand in any building and say it was another one and no one would know the difference, because they've all pretty much, I mean, you can, if you're going to photograph graffiti, but that's photographing someone else's art. Why don't you create some of your own, you know? But the abandoned buildings are great, and they have a great atmosphere to them. They're great for shooting models, which I don't really do much of. I think it's a good place to learn how to use a camera, and I think the people that are doing a lot of that, they're not finding much very interesting in there anymore, but maybe, you know, there's always a possibility.
Good place to start.
Yeah.
The city of Detroit gets a pretty bad rap as being a very dangerous place. Now, do you see hope for the future of the city?
Hope is tricky, but I will say, and I get a lot of grief when I say this, I've never seen a crime in 25 years. And I know they happen. They happen all the time, and a lot of it. But I truly believe that most crimes happen between people that know each other. Cheating couples, drug deals gone bad. I mean, if you ask someone that lives out in Romeo or Rochester about Detroit, they think people are just being shot. You walk down the street and they just shoot you for no reason. Or there's people getting raped all over the sidewalks, all over town. There's rapes everywhere. And this is not true. You know, it's people that know each other mainly, and the random stuff, I think the media blows that out, the media again, I think they blow that out of proportion. I think the random crimes are such a small percentage of the real crime, and I've never seen one.
Last question here. Do you have any advice or any tips for future photographers?
Just shoot and shoot and shoot. And don't think posting on Facebook your lunch or your cat or your dog or fish lips or your girlfriend bent over. Get your ass out of the house and shoot and shoot and shoot. Digital, it's free.